Congratulations on this new series. The concept is absolutely fascinating. I love that y'all found a way to create new art in the middle of a pandemic in a way that was safe. Talk to me a little bit about why this series is so special, and then also your episode, your character Ginny, and what she's dealing with in this waiting room.
Yeah, I think this series is really special in that, and especially during this time, in that, yes, we've had streaming platforms for a while now, but to have people try to connect one-on-one through a screen is something that 10 years ago, sorry, that's my baby, is something that 10 years ago you never would have thought, oh yeah, people aren't going to connect through screens. That's not what we do. And in the past year, that's a lot of what we've had to do. And so to take that form of connection and move it to narrative storytelling, I think is something we haven't seen, and that's really special and a real opportunity to understand and sort of expand on the way that we're connecting nowadays.
Yeah. What were the most challenging aspects of shooting your episode? I mean, it's a one-woman show, which I absolutely love. What was the thing that maybe challenged you the most?
I think a big challenge was the fact that I haven't really gone through what my character Jenny has gone through before. So that's a challenge, but in a way it also makes it really easy because you're not drawing off of your personal experience. So therefore you just have to sort of open up to the character and let her take you where she wants to take you and be free, right? And there's not much preparation you can do other than imagination and empathy. And so the opportunity to engage in those two things is always just good for your soul, right? And then and also, doing a 30-page monologue, that's a bit of a challenge. But
wait, keep it real. How long did it take you to memorize that monologue?
I mean, I have yeah, it took a while, but I'm a theater kid.
Yeah.
So you get the job done. I remember when I was a kid, I actually did a 10-minute monologue when I was a kid for drama class. It was called Rupert's Birthday. Actually, it was like 15 minutes. And it's just like, I don't know, any muscle that you work out a lot is going to be strong. And I've been doing theater since I was 10. So my memorization muscle is pretty strong at this point. If you had asked me and I hadn't been doing it since I was 10, it might have been a little bit more challenging. But yeah, once you get the words in your bones, then you just play.
Yeah. After such a crazy year, what is it that you think will resonate most with people after having watched this series?
I think it'll probably be different for every episode. But I think it's the struggle to find a connection in an increasingly isolated world.
Yeah. Yeah. And this has been such a challenging year for so many. You had your big breaks on Off the Boat and Crazy Rich Asians. When you think about that, when you think about representation as a whole, why is that so important?
Because representation equals possibility. If you see it, you can be it. So it's important to see stories that show people in all facets so that their possibilities are limitless, and so that there's choice in their possibilities. And so that's why representation matters, because the culture informs the culture in terms of like our storytelling culture often informs like policy, informs how we feel about ourselves. This is how we tell the stories of our lives. So let's make sure we have many different types of stories and not just one. And I think that's starting to happen, which is really heartening.
Yeah, absolutely. And lastly, you've talked about your journey, your career journey, how hard you fought to get where you are today, which is such a testament to your talent and your tenacity. From what I understand, you also waitressed for 10 years leading up to that point. I mean, talk about just pounding the pavement. Did you ever get to a point where you wanted to give up, where you thought maybe I should just call it quits on this?
Oh, I had a moment back in my New York days where I quit for a little bit, but that actually wasn't because of how hard it was. That that was like a boy wanted me to, oh, whatever. All my dumb
There's always a
decisions.
boy.
It's always a boy. It's like, oh my God, this guy I like, blah, blah, blah. but I mean, I am an actor. I am like a stereotype of an actor. It's my identity. It's like, it's very much a part of my soul. So
Yeah.
even if I had never became like a financially successful actor, I'd still be an actor. I'd still go to class. I'd still read plays. I'd still go to the theater. I'd still get really friggin' pumped when I see a great performance, when I see an actor go deep. Um, but like anything, do I ever, lose a little faith, and do you ever have down days? Yeah, but that's how it's going to be with any profession.
Right.
Even if you were an accountant, you're going to have days
Mhm.
that are harder than others, and you're going to have great days. And I think that's what's fun about life, because if every day was the same, it's like, okay, well then, like, what's the point?
Right.
um yeah, and so just like, navigating that, and like finding your resilience and the different ways that you learn about yourself through the hard parts is like truly been just the most fun.
Yeah, yeah. The theater geek in me appreciates your passion and your commitment to the art of theater, where you're like, you know what? Regardless of how the career panned out, I am so committed to this thing that I love. So it's
Oh
awesome
yeah.
that you have that passion for it still.
Yeah, it's like pizza to me, always delicious. It is,
Wait, what are the toppings on the pizza? On the perfect pizza?
always delicious. Pizza's always delicious. That's what I
All
mean.
for
I mean, I go through phases where sometimes I'm like, oh, I just like a margarita right now. This is what I like. And then like 6 months later, I'm like, oh no, I gotta have the sausage, gotta have the pepperoni, gotta have the like
yeah.
whatever. And then I might go through some weird phase where I'm like, vegetables. But
No,
like,
it's God, no. Veggies on
listen,
the pizza.
it happens. It happens, right? But
Yeah.
it's always good.
Uh-huh. It's always good because it's always pizza. There it is. Well, congratulations on the new series. So excited for you. You're killing it always. So good
Thanks.
stuff. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.